All right. Good morning, everybody. Right here. We are going to just share our screen. All right. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Shelly Garcia, and this is
Gabriel Garcia.
And we are so super excited to be training this Go Senior Coach Strong Bootcamp, the why before the how, kicking off your October super strong. To carry us through November and December. We are executive directors with Optavia and are super honored and excited to do this training with you guys today. So let's see. All righty. So tips from a coach that was just in your shoes. So tell us about your health coaching journey, Gabriel.
Well, my health coaching journey started about 5 months ago, I believe. And where I'm at today has a lot to do with me taking this journey on, or us taking this journey on. But my life is completely turned around from where I was 5 months ago. Not just physically. Physically was just kind of the side effect, but financially, we were in a very bad spot, and now I can actually say, like, we're still working at it. We still have a long ways to go, but literally, like, I don't know if he'd even be in this home today. And it's been very crazy. So my health coach journey has been amazing. It's totally awakened me to look at my life, look at other people's lives in a totally different way. So I'm super excited. So now, Shelly, if you could go back and speak to your Self Before program, what would you say?
You know, I would just say, for those of you who are just starting or have been in, to really follow that system that's in place for you. When your coach tells you to do those emails, intentionally posting on Facebook, to really lean on your coach for those exploration calls, and especially those celebration calls. These are little tiny things that you feel that don't really have such a big difference or that aren't very important, but they are so important. If you follow every single one of these steps every day consistently, it's amazing the success and the momentum that you're going to build in your business.
Yeah, no, and just to add to that, since she asked me the same question right now, but you basically want, at the very beginning, we all had a lot of people that were focused on our specific journey, how we lost the weight, and that enthusiasm can get lost from the system. So, you know, we kind of ride that wave that's just about, yeah, I did this, I did that, but then we forget to stick to those systems that were laid out in front of us. So it's always really important to, even though it's very exciting, just kind of verbally vomit all everyone how great you feel and, you know, how everything's going, but to really stick to that system. It really does work, and we found ourselves a few months in this journey, about 2 months later, that wave had just kind of disappeared. All those people coming and approaching us stopped, but we stopped doing the work. And that was one of the most important things that, like Shelly said, going back, really following that system from the very beginning, building that habit of consistently reaching out to people, because we didn't really have to reach out to anybody. Everyone came to us. So we really lost that at the very beginning, and it took us a couple months to actually regain that back to the point where we didn't make executive director for
the month after we made it. We made executive director, and then we kind of just still weren't following the system the way we were, and we actually didn't make executive director the following month.
I mean, lost it.
And that was a real big kind of spank in the face for us, that, wow, we need to follow this system. And guess what? As soon as we started following the system, we made ED the next, and we've always made ED since then.
Yeah,
so
it really works, believe it or not.
It does. Just follow it. So I think that the health assessment. So before we go on to the next slide, Gabe and I just want to kind of take a moment. We talked about our health coaching journey, but we kind of want to just talk about our story and how we fell into health coaching.
Shelly, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but can you guys go to present mode?
Ooh, I thought I was. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were. Sorry.
Now you're going to make me all nervous now, Michelle. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
It's okay. No, sorry, it's just at the top right.
You know what?
Below, to the right, to the right. Up.
Pause recording, hide.
I don't see new share. No.
No, go to the right. Keep going. Keep bringing your mouse to the right. I'll direct you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
There's
Below.
nothing else there that's giving me present mode.
I see it. It says present. It's right next. Keep going to the right. Right there.
Oh, over here?
No.
Top right.
Top. I'm in top right. I promise.
No, your mouse is right there. Go below.
Unless this thing is like.
Hold on.
Yeah, you made YouTube control. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys.
So top right.
Okay, to the below.
There's.
To the left.
You know what? Minimize the screen. Minimize the screen.
Okay, hold on, guys.
There you go.
There you go.
I had pushed that. Okay. Are we now in present mode? No?
No. No.
That is so strange because I'm pushing present. It shows it's in present mode on our end.
Hit that drop down box on present and see what that produces.
Okay. Okay, it says present view.
Go to presentation view.
Yeah, go to presenter view. Go to no. Yeah, right now we see your whole desktop.
That's so weird because we don't.
We don't.
I don't know what to do. Present.
I wonder what Jamil did because he was having the same problem. See what?
Let's just do present from beginning maybe. Okay, do you still see it?
No.
Yeah, we see your
do.
desktop.
Okay, just go click slide by slide so that we can see all the slides if that's not working.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta go back to where we were.
No, figure out because that's what you're talking about. But I'm saying as you guys go through the slides.
Okay.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. So is this okay where we're at? Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, but we can go, I'm going to take us to present mode because oh, that's so funny that it's doing that. Okay. So before we move on, sorry about that interruption, guys. Before we move on, we just want to kind of take a second and kind of share our story of how we found program and kind of fell into health coaching. So do you want to start?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Because I'm still lost right now.
So this is what's awesome about training, guys. Anybody can do it, right? So close in March, it'll be 2 years ago. I've always loved health and fitness. I was one of those people that spent way too many hours in the gym, was running 10 miles, 3-4 times a week. And it just was a lot of time spent that I was investing in that, where as a mom of 3, I could have been investing it with my kiddos and my family. And I feel that God really humbled me with a really serious car accident. In March, it'll be 2 years. Faces and steering wheels don't go well together. Your face will never win. And so through spending some time in the ICU and a whole year of kind of just getting better, I had seen Josh and Michelle, my health coaches, they put out their before and after picture. And to see Josh lose 40 pounds in a month and Michelle lose 20, I mean, I was one of those credit card throwers, but I couldn't because I assumed it was a workout program. So once I was released from my neurosurgeon team and my ear, nose, and throat specialist, I called them up and I said, whatever you're doing, sign me up. And so when I had found out that it wasn't a workout program, I was a little upset with myself because I'm like, I could have done this 8 months ago. But through the recovery time, I gained some weight, I gained some inches. And so I was ready, and I kind of already knew that I wanted to health coach. My mom has always been an entrepreneur type person where she's been building her own business. And so it wasn't foreign to me that, anybody can do this. And so when I came to Gabe to introduce the program to him,
I wanted nothing to do with it. I really didn't. The only reason why I had actually said yes to do this was to make her happy. I had kind of settled for being and accepting who I was, and I was a big guy, and it is what it is. I was just kind of going through life, just living life, and not necessarily feeling too great about myself, but I was okay with it. I was always the chubby one, the funny one, so I just that became my identity. That's who I was. So losing that weight, wasn't even something that I was even interested in doing. But again, since I love my wife and I want to keep her happy, I said I'd do it. And I did it, and wasn't very happy the first week. Her making me take pictures and 5 o'clock in the morning and smile. And once I got to see those pictures that she took of me, my week 1, and to see where I started, I never really saw myself that way. So it's just really important just to, make sure you document your journeys, because some of you are still on this journey right now, but I'm really happy that we actually started sharing or documenting this at an early time. But after my first week of being on program, I lost close to 11 pounds. I was actually 9 pounds, but I wasn't dealing with my high blood pressure anymore. I felt a lot better, and physically you could actually see the amount of weight that I had lost. And it took me a while to actually really, accept it and realize that I deserved it, that I was worthy of feeling this way. And that's still kind of what the journey I'm on now. I think besides the weight loss, just my mental state of mind of where I'm at today, I would trade that, for anything. I just feel so great about myself, my confidence, even though I said I was outgoing. That was all a lie. I was just hiding behind everything, so I beat you to the joke about calling me fat or whatever it was. I always beat you to it. So I really own who I am, and day by day I just get a lot stronger and mentally, obviously mentally stronger. Physically not yet. I'm working on that. That's the next part of my journey, where I can really feel I'm down 42 pounds, but I still have visions of myself that am I able to get muscles? I want muscles. I've never had muscles before, and that'd be really cool just to kind of work towards that. So that's kind of where I'm at now. That's my new goal, and I know I can do it. But the support of this community, my wife, and those around, I really see a different future for ourselves. So I'm just really excited to be here today. Thank you guys all again for jumping on. These things really changed our business, and it's really important that we do set these rocks in our calendar and make ourselves available for these things, or at least get on the playback. But I'm glad you guys are all here and I can see your faces this morning.
Yeah, and I lost, I ended up losing 17 pounds and 4 dress sizes. So it definitely, this program helped me not feel foreign in my body anymore. I didn't spend 1 minute in the gym, not 1 minute. And I am more healthy and look better than I did when I was slaving away in that gym. So
this lady's going to be 36 years old on Monday. So
36, I'm excited. So I never knew how late 30s could look. But so on to the next slide. This is our health assessment, and it's just amazing how this company, Optavia, really sets us up for success. It literally takes you through step by step on an Explore call. And it's really important. And one of the main reasons why this is so important is because this is where you're going to find out all of if they have any medical issues, if they have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You're going to really ask about their sleeping patterns.
Shelly?
Yes.
Are you guys in present mode? Because we can't see the slides.
Oh my holy moly. Okay.
Okay, if you are in present mode, you get out of present mode yourself because you're not putting us in there, and then just click on the slides one by one.
Okay. So
go to escape if you're in present mode.
Okay, can you see it now?
No. There you go. You're gonna have to click on the slides one by one because that's how we can see them.
Okay, so like this?
No, you took it out.
No. Can you see them?
I see the health assessment, but just make sure click on it and make sure that it's going to go to the next one too.
Okay.
Click on the next one.
Did it go to the next one?
No. Are you in presentation mode yourself?
Did it go to the next one now?
No, I'm asking you, are you in presentation yourself?
No. Okay. No. Can you see it now? Can you see this one? Hold on.
I can see health assessment.
Can you see that one?
Yes. So
okay.
do it, yeah, I can see that one. So do it that way every slide you guys go on.
Gotcha. Okay.
All righty. Oh, what a bummer that this is not having a good attitude today. Anyways, okay, guys. So the health assessment. And finding out their sleep patterns, their stress levels. This is a way and all a part of really breaking down and finding their why. I also love the second, third thing. Now it's even a third page on the back pages where it actually has, as you guys can see on the right, it has spots for you guys, and it literally tells you exactly when to call them. The night before, the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, the seventh day. I mean, it really can't get more organized for you. And it even has spots for you to fill out notes and dates of when you're supposed to call them. And it's just a great way to keep organized, guys. And especially as you continue. I mean, look, this is kind of, I don't know if you guys can see, but like how messy this is. This is one that I just filled out for myself. And as you guys start building your client base and building your binder, I mean, you can see this is my binder and it's filled already. And so imagine I have that many clients, and imagine if I didn't have a way, you know, to keep them organized. I mean, it's easy when you have just, you know, 2 or 3 clients where you can remember their story, but it's so important for every single client, even when you're brand new starting. Print out, I remember our health coach print out 100 copies of this. And we did. And guess what? We just had to print out 100 more copies because we've gone through them already. And so again, it's a great way to stay organized and finding out their health. And really, this is the beginning of kind of digging in deep into what their why is. And it really just sets you up for success.
Yeah, and it's a great format too. It just follows a nice flow, and it's just a gradual lead to, you know, finding out more about your prospective client at this time. So, and obviously taking the notes early, like Shelly said, is really important because, you know, later on, if it's a not yet, not now, or I'm ready, you can always go back and reference these things. So it's really important to get, you know, you can go back and say, well, Susie, you wanted to, you know, lose 20 pounds when we first talked, how, you know, 3 months ago. You can go back because it has a place where you wrote where they're at, how much they weigh, you know, the time, the date you talked to them. And if they said not now, you knew where they were 3 months ago when they do want to reach back out to you and say, hey, I'm ready to do this. So this is a great tool to utilize on every conversation. Shelly loves to write stuff on whatever she has laying around. But
I was in the car driving.
She loves to come back and fill them out. So just definitely kind of have these ready for yourselves at any given time. But, you know, do what you have to do, you know, whatever you have to do. To write it down on the Optavia smoky barbecue crunchers, then, you know, do that. But you definitely need to transfer it over to these health assessments.
All right, guys, our 3-way call Zoom outline. I absolutely love this. It's a script that can be found in the files and tabs in 0 to 5. We literally have ours laid out on our desk for all of our calls. Typically, for most of you that are starting, your health coach is going to be leading these phone calls. But now that we've been bringing on coaches, we've started to lead these calls. Yeah, and you, like Shelly said, I still use these because I get so nervous on the phone. Like face to face, I feel a lot better. But sometimes when it's not a face to face or just on the phone, I can tend to lose track of where I'm going. So it's always really good to have this either saved to your phone if you're doing something else, or print out like they used to do back in the days, an actual piece of paper with it on. You know, it's a great format to have in front of you. Yeah, and like Gabe said, it really helps you lead the conversation and kind of stay in control of that conversation so it doesn't start going off into every different direction. And it's really important by following the 6 simple steps, which are on the script of the opening, which is the introduction and, you know, asking the opening questions. Step 2, it's awaken and explore your health. Where you're literally going to ask them these 3 questions, like, why do you want to be healthier? What does this look like for you? And how will you feel when you do that? I mean, again, these are 3 questions that we're really digging deep into, getting into why they want to get healthy, what it would mean to them. And then we're going to share the 4 components of our program, which is health coaching, the free health coach, our Habits of Health system, which are the amazing books that Dr. A has written, and then our healthy eating plan. And then from there, you're going to ask them any questions that they might have. You're going to affirm that you'd be honored. And that's something that we to this day still say. Like, Gabriel, I would be honored to walk this journey with you. And that really, that means a lot to people. You're really helping your future client feel valued and treasured, that they are important to be on this program and that they deserve this. And then you're going to take, and then after that, you're going to invite them to start, and you're going to assist them on their first order.
Yeah, we'll cover this a little bit more in detail in the slides to come. We'll break down the actual format. But again, for most of you who, and even for us, we still utilize our coaches. So a lot of times during these Zooms, you're literally going to be a fly on the wall, a pen and paper and listening. And we'll kind of break that down in the next slide.
Mm-hmm. Which is dun, 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 dun.
Okay, focused energy. So this is kind of like, now we kind of have seen it on paper what the format's going to be, but just seeing it on this pie chart that on the right here, the 5% when you first start off this conversation is going to be you introducing your prospective client or your current client to your mentor, your coach. That's going to be really quick. It's just because, remember, this is your client. Your coach may not know this person, any interaction with them, previously. So it's just going to give a, hey, this is Shelly, she interested about the program, whatever, she kind of really quick introduction. So that way you hand over the control over to your coach. Once your coach gets that, that's going to be about 65% of this conversation. And then obviously you can see the importance of it, why it's taking up, more than half of this conversation. Because that's where your coach is going to dig deep, and we're going to ask these questions, find out what motivates them, what's their why, and just really take great notes during this time. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Really important. Take amazing notes, because while your mentor is leading this conversation, this is your opportunity to really start filling out, all those questions, all those answers, everything, that whatever you hear that pops out that really meant something, because you can tell. Part of this business is we've learned, how to read people really well. And a lot of times people don't tell you something, but they'll tell Shelly. We get it all the time, where I've asked a million times, but the way she actually approached this person, she got some power with her, this one. She can really bring out some really deep stuff. And sometimes, we miss things. So you'll be surprised. And when your mentor gets on the phone, what more new information you're going to find out. And they've only known them for a couple minutes, but you've known them sometimes all your life, and you never knew these things.
And it just, to this day, we still we'll get off of calls with Josh and Michelle, and it blows my mind how I can tell somebody that they need to drink 100 ounces of water a day, and they tell me that they're doing that, and then when they talk to my health coach, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I just drank a couple glasses of water. So that's why, again, this is so amazing how people hear things differently. And so that's why it's so amazing that we do coach as a family and kind of tag team them in, because we do get different things out.
Yeah. So and then the 20% of this is going to be explaining the 4 components of the program. The free amazing health coach, the Habits of Health system, the community, which is huge. A lot of people, the community is one of our things that I think a lot of our clients have really, been drawn to, because a lot of people, I have particularly a client that she's not doesn't have a very social life, and she's been looking for a lot of stuff to be a part of something. And I think before program she had, I want to say it was 40 friends on Facebook, but now I've seen people on Journey to Health have friended her. So, and then she's really dove into the community. So a lot of people are just looking for just acceptance as well too, and just surrounding themselves with like-minded people. And obviously the 4th component is going to be our feelings and our lean ingredients. So, and then the last, couple percent is going to be just asking any questions, because it's going to be a lot to take in, but hopefully that, you follow the script, and it just kind of gradually leads to that next part. So go on, Michelle.
All right, on to the next. So the why before the how. This is my favorite slide. So builds instant credibility. And again, the why before the how just really separates us from all different companies, which we're going to read that in just a minute, but how it builds instant credibility. It really allows your new future client to really feel safe and valued, like I had said previously. That, I'm sorry, I'm getting a text message and I can't, like, ding, 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 squirrel. So anyways, it really helps the client feel safe and valued, allows us the opportunity to build that relationship and to connect with their why. You want to really be understanding and compassionate. It allows us to earn the right to share. And it's just a natural progression of a conversation, that when you ask somebody and you listen to them, you know, you then say, hey, and I literally, with our clients, after listening to them, I go, hey, Gabe, would you mind if I shared my story and how I found this program?
Yeah, and then that's a great opportunity where, from this health assessment and these Zoom calls, where you're taking your notes and you're listening, you're really listening to what they have to say. What is their why? You know, whether they, you know, they're tired, or, you know, they just don't feel good, they want to get off of medications, and that's where you share, you find that connection on those things. So it's not necessarily, we all have our own stories, and our stories change all the time, but you can relate to that person and with something that they said, even though that's not typically the way you share your story with somebody else. But in this particular case, if they talked about, you know, being tired or whatever it is, and if you dealt with that same thing, but that wasn't one of your, you know, things that you normally share, and that's where you want to bring that up. Say, hey, I totally understand, you know, how you're feeling, Joe. This is what I was tired all the time. So just, again, listening to their why.
Yeah, and then just makes us different from every other diet company out there. Our Explore call and having that health assessment, it's just one of the many layers of support that you're building with your future client. These layers of support, it's just one of the ways that we are set apart from all of those diet companies. We don't want to just sell them food. I have never, ever, and I tell this to my coaches, I have never felt like I have sold this program. All I have done is shared my success and my excitement about it. And what happens is people aren't buying the program. They're buying my excitement, because my excitement is what becomes contagious, and where my future clients, they want to feel that way also. We also have a comprehensive food program, not one size fits all. And this is what I love too. It's not like, you know, your yoga pants or those spandex pants where, you know, one size fits all. No, we have a program for everybody. We've got a program for diabetes, for thyroid, for gout, nursing mommies, teen programs.
Yeah, senior programs.
Senior programs.
You know, there's so many different, like someone who wants to add, you know, put some weight on. You know, this isn't necessarily just about losing weight too. We have people that struggle, you know, with putting weight on. So we have so many different avenues to offer. So just never, you know, it's not a weight loss program. You got to get that.
It's a wellness program, you know, again, and this is when I'm sharing that it's healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And so, and I tell them that's kind of our program's motto. So we're not a weight loss program, we're a wellness program, because we really deal with the three main areas in our life. Because if one of those areas is off, it kind of dominoes effects into all the other areas. Okay, so the why before the how questions. Let's see. Oh, this is me. So what would you like? So this is kind of the start of, you know, of getting, again, that why and really building that relationship. So, and this is why the health assessment is so awesome, because we're getting these. So what would you like to accomplish with your health goals? Why do you want to get healthy? When was the last time you were where you wanted to be? How will your journey affect the lives of those you love? What will success look like for you? And a lot of times, guys, your future clients are really going to struggle with that one, where I've really learned that people start seeing success and they actually don't know what to do with that success. What would you be loving most about your new life as a health coach? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you to begin your journey? Now, by asking these great, and how awesome is this company that they give us ideas of the questions to ask. And all these questions are about getting that why and that before the how on the assessment. And these are all questions that are open-ended, and it really allows your client to really reach in deep and realize their current reality and where they long to be in their life.
Yeah, and again, so if you notice, every single one of these is a question. It's a question. So, what Shelly, what do you want to accomplish? She went, I want to get healthy. Well, what does healthy mean to you? It's always with another question. And literally, they know the answer, but you just need to pose it with another question and get them to it. And literally just asking those questions and really paying attention, to what their responses are. You can definitely guide them to their why. They may not know it, but this is definitely going to get them to their why. So these are great questions to use as a sample, but you definitely want to always lead with that question. That question is going to give so many great answers, and you're going to definitely find out their why.
Okay, so how do we tie it all together, Mr. Gabriel?
Well, because of the health assessment and the Explorer calls and all these things, all the work we've put in, you're really going to paint that picture to show them what is possible. You're going to summarize it in the present. Now, if you starting up, this is what's going to happen, and really transition into that 4 components of how we're going to tie this all together and how we can assist them. So just, again, taking those notes and putting it all together. So when you are, when you do start, this is what's going to happen. Really put them in that moment, and just, they're there. They obviously reached out to you for a reason. They're looking for something, and this is how we're going to do it. And that's when you're going to transition into how this program is going to be, change their life. Go on to the next one, young lady. All right, so the 4 components. Again, the free health coach. Amazing. All of you guys. You guys are the free health coach we're talking about. You guys all had health coaches, and you guys all are here today. So obviously they have some kind of impact on your life. So just imagine you want to be that same coach that someone else was to you, and you just want to pay it forward. The Habits of Health system. That book is amazing. I have so many clients that I'll be honest with you, I didn't even look at it. It was still wrapped up until about 3 months ago. Never even opened up that book. But as soon as my clients started really diving into that and saying, hey, Gabe, what do you think of chapter 3? And I just kind of stayed quiet because I didn't read it, and I didn't. And now actually diving into that, it helps so many clients in a different way. I have the client that's really dove into that book has nothing to do with weight. She's trying to fix this girl up here. But without reading that book, reading this book, she's flourished. She's a totally different person. So that book is not an option. It's a must when you explain this kit to your clients. It is a must. Now, again, the community, that's my favorite one ever. Just having people dive in, surrounding themselves with like-minded people. This is what we're all about, and just having this great connection with, you have coaches in there, you have clients, prospective clients. It's just so much support, and that's just another thing we do, just another added layer of support. We have the health coach, we have the book, and we have tons of people that are here to help them along their way. So just really encourage your clients to get involved in this community, because some people, again, are doing this journey by themselves, and that community really sets everything apart.
And you want to make sure that you get them connected on your guys' Facebook group support page. I know ours is Journey to Health, and just make sure that's, they get involved in that, and really encourage them to post. And there are times where I have clients that will text me and I'll say, hey, you know what? That's a great Journey to Health question. Why don't you post that? I'm sure someone will get back to you. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it just really helps. And when they text me or when I talk to them and they let me know, oh, I lost, 7 pounds this week, the first thing out of my mouth. Great job. That would be an amazing thing to post, because you can help encourage others on their journey. So really encourage your future clients to become a part and as integrated into this community as possible. And then our fuelings.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuelings are obviously amazing. We have so many different things we can offer. That's just been one of the keys of keeping me accountable. My schedule is crazy. So I'm in the car 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day, not for very long, but for now, my commute, is about 4 hours a day. So for me, the convenience of having the fuelings where I can get it and go, or if I'm at work, I can pop it in the microwave, or I can prep ahead of time. It just really, again, health coach, habits of health, the community, and the amazing fuelings.
Awesome. And then how do we make a match, Mr. Gabriel?
Again? I feel like I'm going to take this show. This is a guest room time with Gabe, I guess. Okay, so the goal is to explain how each component specifically can assist them to reach their goals. Okay, so just, again, putting it all together on how each one of these is going to help them out. The health coach, the book, all that stuff. Just tying it all back together again. Yeah.
Alrighty, so one of the first of the 4 components is the free health coach, so it would be Gabriel and I, and literally this is where I told you earlier, I don't feel like I've ever sold the program to anybody. I've always shared, but the one thing that I do sell my future clients on is that I am going to be an amazing health coach, and I'm going to be there to support them, and I'm going to be there for them. And so it is imperative that once this client signs up and you become their health coach, that you follow through with that.
Yeah, and this is a really great time to build a relationship or reconnect with somebody, because some of these people we're reaching out to, maybe we're friends on Facebook, but we all know what friends on Facebook really means. Like, we don't really see each other that often. It's through a picture or whatever, but this is an opportunity to really reconnect with somebody and take it a step further. You guide them. There's a lot of stuff that, just for example, this slide, Jamil and Becky, they're still friends to this day. They still hang out. And
she's known him since high school.
Yeah. So this is something that this health coaching is a really great opportunity to really just make that connection with your client, and just really dive into it, because they feel like they're their only client. Like you are serving so many people, you're going to start serving so many people, but the way you connect with that person makes them feel like they're the only one. So that's just an amazing part of it. It just makes you feel that much more special.
Habits of Health System.
Well, like I said, this book has been crucial to a lot of our clients. It's helped me answer a lot of questions clients along the way. So again, this isn't something that is an option, especially when they're ordering their first kit. This has to be in their kit. It's going to help. Everyone has different issues of why we've gained weight, or why we're losing weight, or whatever, or their diabetes or their thyroid. Those text messages that we send out daily refer back to this book. So if they don't have this book, where are they going to look it up? They need this book. So this is just going to help them, guide them along their way, from getting into that initial fat burn state, and then eventually to transitioning. So again, this is not an option, it's a must.
And then our yummy fuelings. I love our fuelings because they're so, I'm a busy mom, taxi driver, CEO of the Garcia 5. I am constantly on the go. And most of our fuelings, and we have over 100 choices, guys, of fuelings. So it's not like these people who are signing up are going to, and I get asked that a lot. Well, am I going to be eating the same bar and shake every day? Nope, you're not. We have up to 100 options, and most of them are easy on the go pre-packaged, where you can literally just grab them, throw them in your purse, or if anything, it just takes a quick second to nuke in the microwave. I love our fuelings because they don't have any artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. They're super yummy. My favorite is the brownie. I could have 5 brownies a day, and that's okay. I love it. And then with our lean and green meals, what I love about these is as I'm sharing with people, we're going to give you 5 fuelings a day, and you're only responsible for that 1 lean and green meal. And what I love is not just that, but I know when I first started this program, and I thought, oh my gosh, I looked at a bare naked chicken breast and 3 servings of vegetables, and I thought, oh, it's going to be so boring. And then I remembered we offer our clients, and I was offered all of these amazing recipes. So it really helps your future client to stay creative in the kitchen while they're learning this new program.
Yeah.
And not just that, but this is where we are instilling their very first healthy habit. Because what if we did offer 6 fuelings a day? What would they be learning? They wouldn't be learning how to cook for themselves. They wouldn't be learning how to shop for themselves. They wouldn't be learning how to go to a restaurant and be able to still make the best decisions. They're learning moderation and proportion, and it really sets us up for success and helps us stay creative. So I love our fuelings and our lean and greens. Okay, best program to offer. I love this slide because, and I forget, shoot, I should have wrote his name down. I can post that in but he does an amazing, maybe it's Doug, is it Doug Wood? I don't know, but he does an amazing video on verbiage, on how to break down the cost of your kit. And I can post that into the event so you guys can check it out. So we offer the Optavia Select Optimal Kit with Habits of Health system. Okay, notice that both of these kits have the Habits of Health. And then we have the Essentials Optimal Kit with the Habits of Health. And as you can see, it breaks down the cost per day, per box, per kit. And what I personally do with my future clients is I let them know, okay, remember you're going to be getting 5 fuelings a day, and it depends. This is if we're talking about the 5-in-1 program. You're going to be getting 5 fuelings a day for 30 days. That's 5 meal replacements, okay? And so each fueling pretty much breaks down to $3 a fueling, which comes out to about under $15 a day, which comes out to about $350 with fuelings. Now, that's under $100 a week that you're not spending on the drive-through anymore. You're not hitting Starbucks. Even your grocery bill is going to change because you're literally just buying protein and veggies. And so then I let them know in your first initial kit, you're going to also be receiving an amazing book by Dr. A. He's the gentleman who created this program, and it really just helps hit on more of the emotional side of, you know, our sleep patterns, our stress. Why is it important? Why have we binge eat? Why don't we eat? And then that costs $25. And when you sign up with our B Slim program, you get free shipping. And so you kind of like free shipping. That's all people hear. And then it comes out to $392.15, which again, it's less than $100 a week on food, things that you're already, so it's either cost neutral or it's really cost effective on this program. And I let people know I saved a lot of money our first month because I wasn't buying my wine that I was drinking all the time. So we saved a lot of money our first month. So, but if you tell someone, oh yeah, it costs like just around $400, they are not going to hear anything, nothing out of your mouth after that, because they are going to be so stuck on that that $400. So by breaking it down for day and week, it's a lot easier. And so then you're going to ask them, you know, questions and answers. I actually personally ask them if they have any questions before I break down the cost. And how I do that is once I've explained our 4 components in the program, I actually say this. I go, so Gabriel, do you have any questions about the program before I break down the cost? And so that way they know that they're going to hear the cost, and it actually allows them to think of questions about the program specifically, because if they're just thinking about financial side of it, then they're not even really thinking about the important questions about health or how the program works.
Yeah, you just eliminate that you're going to get to that, but right now your focus is going to be not from the financial part of it, if they can afford it or not. It's going to be more how this is going to be, you know, affecting their life. So close that.
Closing it. Okay. So let's optional invitations. And this is literally your close. These questions are your close. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't learn to close and you don't learn to ask these awkward questions, which they're going to feel awkward and it's going to be really nerve-wracking the couple times you do it, your business will not grow. You will not bring on clients. But if you learn to master these questions and then shut your mouth, literally, because when we get nervous and we feel awkward about something, we keep talking. And so for you to be able to say, you have some amazing goals, and I really believe that we can reach them together. What do you say? Let's give it a shot. And then shh, 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 okay? Because if you're nervous, you're going to keep talking. If you just close your mouth, you're going to allow this future client to really hear what you say, And there might be a long pause of silence, which gets really awkward, but then guess what? They respond. And for us now, 4 out of 5 exploration calls, we hear, yes, I want to give it a shot. Okay? You'll never know if this works unless you try it. Are you ready? Yeah. I ask our clients, hey, do you think this is a good fit for you? And they go, yeah, it sounds really easy. Like, I can really do this. Okay, well, let's get you started today. And then you hear, yeah, let's do it. Why not? What do I have to lose other than wait? So it's just, it's really important to learn how to close, guys.
I ran on and on and on and on, and I convinced them not to do it half the time because I just wouldn't shut up. I just kept talking, and I got so nervous. So really, like what Shelly says, so let's get you started today, and that's it. But if you don't ask it confidently, they're gonna find some excuse, or you're gonna give them the out. So you really just allow them to make that decision.
Right. So systems, if a not yet.
A not yet. Okay. So just remember that not everyone is gonna. We hear no's and not yets all the time. It's not. We're getting better at it, but that's something. It's part of this. It's part of this business. People are just not gonna be ready. So you always, within 24 hours. After having this Zoom or this exploration call, you're gonna send them a thank you email within 24 hours. You're gonna add their email address to your connections group. You're gonna also offer them to add them to Journey to Health or whatever your group is, and you can get with your mentorship team to find what that exactly is. But you're gonna connect them to the group. That's what you want to do, because eventually someone's going to come back around. They're going to see a post. They're going to see something they can relate to, and then they're going to jump on board. You want to follow up with them after you send them this email. If they say it's a not yet, you're going to say, hey, Shelly, I know you said, not now, but you're going to send them an email, say, thanks, I'm going to send you a follow-up. Would you mind if I contacted you in a couple of days to make sure you got my email?
Sure, Gabe.
Yeah, and there you go. So now you have permission to actually call them back in a couple of days. But adding them to this connections group, every 2 weeks, you're going to be sending emails out to all your clients. So that Shelly that said not yet, she's going to be seeing this email come every 2 weeks. And eventually she's going to say, hey, Gabe, you know what? I'm ready now. So it's really important to start building this from the get-go.
And and it's still, if there's no responses, then you leave them the off the hook message. And any of these, the connections group, or if you have any questions about what's off the hook, get with your mentor health coach, and they can help direct you on where to get those things. And then just continue to send that connections email every 2 weeks. We send ours on the 1st and the 15th because that's payday. So that's when we send our email. Okay. Oh, I don't know why is it doing that. That's weird. Okay, well, let's go to this one. So, click do not. Okay, so I don't know. It got really funky.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah, it says do's and don'ts. So do not give our how before we strongly understand their why, because they're just going to be so stuck on just hearing very surface of what our program is about. And you haven't reached into their emotional why and really clicked onto that. You really want to hang on to their why. So when they start putting up that wall, that natural sabotaging wall, you can start breaking down that wall as fast as they're building it up on their why. Do not send your website or price information through text message or messenger. Every time I've done it, and I've only done it maybe less than a handful of times, I've never heard anything back. So it's very important to emotionally connect and get that person's why.
Yeah, we all become professional Googlers once we have that out. So they're always going to find some reason not to do it. So again, you want to do this face-to-face, on the phone. Via text is not going to work.
Right. Do have your support teams assist you with your call if you're still not comfortable. I'm so comfortable, but guess what? I still have Josh and Michelle jump on the phone. Yeah. Because again, we're just adding extra layers of support. You can't have enough layers of love, right? And then do practice your question asking skills. Those closing questions. Do you think this will be a good fit for you? Look at yourself in the mirror, put your kids' toys up, practice asking those questions. And also, Jamil Frazier where if you guys haven't met him or you're not familiar with him, he's our amazing mentor that just oozes love and wisdom into us. He actually challenged me a couple weeks ago that when I start a conversation, it has to be all questions. Like I asked, it has to be so many more questions than it is actually talking. So really be aware of that today. When you start talking, did you lead with a question? So I just love that. It's my little homework. So do follow the system because it is proven to work, guys. Don't try to create a new wheel. You know, just the system is so simple. And if you just follow it, you will see instant success. So action steps. No one likes homework, so we call it action steps. So take a screenshot of this. We want you to invite 10 people you've already identified with to a 3-way conversation with your coach. Put together your thank you email and your connections group with your first connections email. Do this via text or phone call within the next 24 hours, okay? So, and complete at least five 3-way conversations by Wednesday evening. That's 1 a day, guys. It's not difficult to do. And every time debrief with your coach. It literally, if you don't debrief after a conversation on a 3-way call, it's almost like the conversation went to a waste. It's really important to talk with your coach about what you liked about the conversation, what your takeaways were. And it's just another way for your brain to imprint and to mark for you learning the verbiage and how to go about things. And then bonus, start 5 clients by next Saturday morning. Woo woo! Then guess what? That means you're a senior coach. Woohoo!
Yeah,
and
that's totally doable too, guys. Like once you really start to put yourself out there and really start sharing and listening really good, it's not a hard thing to do. It's just making that decision that this is what we're going to do. Okay, so who wants to coach with you? Go for it. This cool incentive that we had. This was an older incentive from back in August, but the reason why this is staying up is because there's always things that are popping up that were just offered. Jamil just did one, a cash incentive was $200 for bringing on clients. For every 2 clients you brought on, you got a raffle ticket and you get a chance to win $200 cash. So just stay connected with your coaches, stay connected in the group. There's going to be these incentives that come out all the time. So just really important. Every month there's always something special going on. So again, stay connected with your coaches, your coaching groups. Just really pay attention because this is just an added bonus to whatever you're going to be building this next month. Yes, and this is what I am so excited about. This is every year Optavia has an amazing convention. This last year it was in Dallas. And it was just off the hook. It was so exciting to be there for them launching the new name of Optavia. And this year's convention is in St. Louis. And as you can see, the early bird, they even had an early bird rate, which ended in August, but regular registration is $225 per person. And what Gabe and I do is every time we get paid, we put aside some money to start saving for, flights. We've already done registration, but for flights, for hotel. And it's really fun to get with your teams and your coach. We stayed with our health coaches this last year and it was super fun, like slumber party all weekend long. Yeah, so, just remember if you guys are new coaches and signed up between July and August 31st, then you're still available for that early bird rate, which is $199. So, yeah, and it's a great deal. I mean, what it's done for our business. Mm-hmm. We were baby coaches. We had only been coaching for about 2 months, but 1 month was a whirlwind, and then the other month was a crash because we weren't following the systems. But once we went to convention and came back, it really changed our business so much. I mean, our business has just doubled, and I mean, just like that. So it's just been an amazing experience just to be a part of that. And this is definitely, guys, it's a do not miss. I mean, this is really you investing in yourself personally and your business. When you come back so strong and so on fire. So really put these dates in your calendar already and just make it a non-negotiable event that you will be there. All right, guys, so how do we take this? Any questions? So I'm going to stop the share, and then how do I take everyone off of mute? How do I do that? Unmute all. Oh, unmute all. So thank you guys so much. I know it was a lot. Are there any questions?
I am working. Ma, tengo que ir a abrir la cuenta de
And then,
banco.
you know what? We can mute and then
De los papás.
mute all, and then you guys
And then,
can take
yeah,
yourselves off of
if
mute.
you have any questions, you can take yourselves off of mute.
Yeah. Joe, are you laughing at us? Oh.
Yeah, sorry about the little technical difficulty.
Guys rock.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
You got a question?
Sorry you don't get my video today.
Oh, boo.
No, I just want to say you guys rock. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. But we're sorry about the little technical difficulties
I
we
know,
had.
what a bummer.
We'll figure it out. Promise.
So, but yeah, well, you know, and guess what? And this just goes to show you that life isn't perfect. Your exploration calls aren't going to be perfect. I love that. This is a Kim Fisk, and I'll never forget. Justin Avini told me this. Practice doesn't make perfect. It makes permanent. And isn't that the truth? So you can practice these trainings all you want. You can practice your exploration call, but something always is going to come up, and you can only prepare yourself to make things permanent and do it anyways and continue to step forward. So we love you, Nicole. All right. Well, we hope you guys have an amazing, oh yeah, Mr. Bill.
Hi. Good morning. Thank you for the training.
Thank you for being on.
Say, I have a few events coming up, and I'm going to be going with my first coach that I brought on. And I'm just wondering, this Tuesday is a Christian women's event, and there are a lot of other vendors of different things there. I'm going to take before and after poster board. I'm just wondering how I keep it on the why instead of the how when you're talking, you know, in a convention setting or in a trade show type of opportunity.
Well, for that, what I would really try to do is just really collect as much information as you can and just let them know, kind of go back to that this program isn't a one-size-fits-all, that, you know, we really dig deep into medical and, you know, what, and really, I mean, I know you want to have as many conversations as possible with as many people, but, and that maybe collecting phone numbers and emails and saying, you know, I'd love to kind of just sit with you and talk with you a little bit more and dig a little bit deeper into how this program will work for you. So we can make sure that we personally tailor a program that fits you and your lifestyle perfectly. But yeah, that is a little tough, because in convention style, you're just kind of like trying to get as many people. But I think your main focus is to collect as much phone numbers and emails as you possibly can, so you can kind of follow up with those,
individually.
Those people.
Yeah, it is a difficult setting you're going to be in, but because everyone's going to want to know all the information right now, but everybody is going to be different. There's going to be people doing it for mental reasons, financial reasons, health reasons. There's so many different avenues that it covers. So I think that's kind of a good way that, hey, this program is made for a lot of different lifestyles. So I'm gonna need to spend a little bit more time, find out a little bit more about you.
Yeah, my goal is to reach as many people as potential coaches. That's really, you know, we'll take them through the journey, obviously. But if we stay with the trilogy statements, and then maybe using the 4 elements of the program and not going beyond that, saying this is not the time or place to talk about that. It's personal for you and I, and let's take this next step, and I'll talk to you personally. You know,
most definitely. And what I would do too, just to kind of make it fun, because I've done some of these events, get like a big fishbowl and encourage people, like if they drop their business card in, there's going to be a raffle, you know. And so even if people are just walking by, you know, those little greedy suckers that want a free lunch, or they want this, they want that, they're going to drop their cards in, and you're going to build all of those phone numbers and emails by that too. Maybe not even talking with them. Yeah,
and it could be something simple of a $20 Starbucks card or something that you can do, and it'd be worth it for $20 to collect all these make all these connections with people. It's a small investment, and talk to your tax guy, but that $20 gift card is probably right off as well. You know, right. So there's a lot of cool little things that you can do. That's a great idea. High five to you. I like that one.
Hopefully helped you, Mr. Bill.
Thank you.
Is he cool, Joe?
Okay, well, any other questions? Oh, Joe, do you have a question? Oh, hey, we're high-fiving Joe. All right, guys. Well, you guys are amazing. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We love you guys so much, and we just love to love on you guys. And I hope that, you guys got a bunch of takeaways from this training. And again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but life isn't perfect. So we love you guys, and hoorah yourselves as senior coach, guys. And even reach out to your coaches, reach out to us. We would love to love on you guys and help you through this journey. Just let's go out and find 5+ clients this month, okay? I want to see every single one of you. If you're not a senior coach, get to you guys to senior coach. So we love you guys, and have a great day. Great day. Oh, what's up, Michelle?
Oh, and I was going to say, don't forget to stop the recording.
Yes, ma'am.
We did.
Not
Great
yet.
job, guys.
Wake up.
You guys did awesome.